There are 5 core skills that when practiced regularly can take your agency to $10,000 a month faster than anything else. In this video, we're going to break down each of these skills and explain how you can use them to make your clients and yourself more money than ever. Let's get into it. From coaching dozens of agency owners, one of the most common questions that I get asked is, what should I be working on? With dozens of shiny objects and millions of people begging for your attention, it can be really hard to figure out what to actually master, to devote yourself to. And I can't give you the perfect answer, because it's going to vary from person to person. But what I can do is I can share with you what's helped me grow my own agency to 7 figures, as well as grow my consulting and training program to multiple 6. For each of these 5 skills, I'm going to answer what actually is a skill, how do you make money doing it for others, how you can make money doing it for yourself, and also a resource for where you can go to learn. Is obviously me saying to learn this, but not pointing you in a direction of where I learned would seem insincere. So I'll point you to the resource that I have personally used to develop each of these specific 5 skills. Skill number 1 is going to be outbound prospecting. Now, you should have already assumed this, being that my channel is about how to get clients and my agency and also training program are also about how to get clients. And maybe I'm biased, but you can't really run a B2B service company, social media marketing agency included, without knowing how to get meetings. Now, personal branding and networking are a great way to get clients, but when you're first starting out, you're probably going to have to do outbound prospecting. And even when you do have a personal brand eventually, you're still going to want to be able to pick and choose who you get meetings with. So outbound prospecting is essentially the ability to turn a stranger into somebody who's willing to have a conversation with you, and then move that conversation to a sales conversation and ultimately get them to pay for your product or service. So there's a mixture of offer creation, of technology involved in outreach, of copywriting, and also sales. Because if you can learn outbound, it doesn't really matter if the current business you're doing works. If you have to change niche or something, it's fine, because the skill is going to transfer. Even if you need to get a job, the skill of outbound prospecting will still remain highly relevant. Now, the platform is not as important as you might think. Facebook DMs, Instagram DMs, Twitter DMs, cold email, cold call, LinkedIn, lumpy mail. It's really offer messaging, targeting, segmentation, and being able to get their interest to start a conversation. So my recommendation is to choose one platform and to get deep into it. Now, obviously, you can make money doing this for others as well, because if you can get companies sales meetings and they have a proven offer and existing clients, they're going to make money and be happy to pay you. In fact, I made some whole videos on how I started a lead generation agency. And obviously, you can make money doing this yourself by doing the same thing, doing this for yourself to actually go and get your own meetings and going from there. Now, where can you learn this? Obviously, I'm biased, my YouTube channel, but I want to include 4 more resources that I have found really helpful. First is my business partner's YouTube channel, more on the technology end of cold email. It'll be linked below. Second is Nick Abraham, really great guy, runs an awesome agency, has great content. And the third and fourth are actually the Smart Lead and Instantly YouTube channel, where they have some absolute gems and top-notch interviews. So that is going to be it for skill number 1. For skill number 2, we have no-code automation. No-code automation is essentially using tools such as Zapier, Make, Parabola, Clay, and others that connect different tools together to perform automations and make things more efficient and eliminate the need for time repetitive tasks. And this is an awesome skill to learn, because you can make your own softwares, you can save your own time while actually building out your operations. And also, if you work for people or work with people who have a high value to their time, or they have a lot of team members, you can make their workflow significantly more efficient, and they're going to pay for that, obviously. If you are going to work with a CEO whose time is worth $500 an hour, and you can save them 3 hours a week, well, that's worth $6,000. So to charge $4 or $5K for that and have an ROI come back in the first month, you can make some really good money doing this. In fact, I've actually done some of my own no-code work, freelance, and with past businesses. And obviously, doing this for yourself is going to save you a lot of time, and it's going to make your operations that much more smooth. And having better systems and automations is also going to get your clients better results. So you're going to have higher retention and thus make more money. Now, where to learn this? I have 3 resources I like to recommend. First is Alex Hayden on YouTube. He's a friend of mine and a really great guy when it comes to automation and no code. He's done some amazing things in the software world. Second is Zapier. Actually has some great training material that I've been through myself. If you're at learn.zapier.com, again, the link's below. And the third is a book. The book is called Lean Six Sigma by Michael George, and it's about systems. And systems directly tie into automation. And I think if you want to go a little bit more advanced, that is a great option for learning. So there you have it. That's skill number 2. Skill number 3 is content creation. Content creation can be audio, it can be video, it can be text. And in the context of a B2B business or a social media marketing agency, it's generally going to be around personal branding. So for example, you'll see that I put out content relatively regularly on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I also actually get on some podcasts, which I consider content too. Content is an awesome skill to have because it does a few things. One, it can actually bring you new leads for your business. I get a significant amount of leads from social media in addition to the outreach I do. And 2 is when I'm doing outreach and somebody's a complete stranger, when they look me up, they will find the content I have made, which reassures them and makes them confident that I'm someone that they would even want to work with. Now, learning this skill, you can obviously build a whole business around helping others build a personal brand, or you can do it for yourself, potentially even both. But I think anybody, regardless of what they're doing, as long as they have an offer that's been proven to a certain extent and they know they're going to stick with it, should be building a personal brand, even if it's just a little bit of content investment. That trust you're going to build with your audience is going to be so helpful in the long run. For where to learn content creation, my answer is a little bit different because I haven't read any books, been through any courses, or really done any training on content creation. And I don't really think you need to either. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't or you shouldn't look up how to edit a YouTube video, but what I've done is I've considered who are the top people in my space being the social media marketing agency space, and I have looked at their channels and I've just referenced them. I haven't copied them, but I've considered, well, how do they do their descriptions? Is there one link? Is there 2? How do they do their thumbnails? Do they test them? What are their hooks like? So I believe the best thing to do, regardless of the platform, is just to research people that are at a position that you want to get to. Because look at what they're doing, because that's exactly what you should be doing. Obviously, add your own spin to it, but I haven't found the need to do anything beyond that, and it's worked out relatively well for me. And there you have it. That is skill number 3. Skill number 4 is one you've likely already guessed would be included in this list because it's a very obvious skill to learn, and that is sales. Sales is going to be your ability to take people that are on calls with you, to build a relationship, build trust, to understand their needs, to convey your expertise, and then to move them to a next step, which is ultimately going to be them paying you for your services. Sales is a muscle that you need to train. A lot of people get into the agency space and they expect to take their magic script they found online and have it immediately work with sales. It's something that takes practice. It's going to take potentially dozens of calls to get good. And getting good is very important because you can always make money doing sales for people. Some of the best remote jobs are going to be sales jobs where you can make really good money. In fact, a lot of guys that are going to the agency space might even be better off going to the sales space. And obviously, you're going to make money doing this for yourself. It doesn't matter if you're selling in-person services, online services, a course, or selling e-commerce. Sales is going to be highly relevant. Now, I have 2 resources that have helped me a lot with sales. First is the Patrick Dang YouTube channel, again, linked below. And the second, a quick thank you to Trey Cockrum for his recommendation, is the book Socratic Selling by Kevin Daley. It's been a really helpful book with understanding how to do sales. And there you have it. That is skill 4, sales. And the final skill for today's video is going to be copywriting. So copywriting is essentially the ability to use written word to influence people to do what you want them to do. Whether that's going to book a call, to fill out a form, to purchase, it's going to be relevant in literally every business type. And me personally, next to Outbound, this is my favorite skill to learn and develop. I really enjoy copywriting. I found that it's been pivotal for my business. And I think for a lot of you, especially if you don't like being on video, it's a great skill to learn. Matter of fact, I actually don't like being on video. I had to kind of get over that for my YouTube channel because I prefer the written word. So obviously you can make money for doing copywriting for others. You can see right there, I stuttered because I am not a video guy. I'm a copywriting guy. So skill number 5, the final skill reference in today's video, is going to be copywriting. Copywriting summarizes essentially the ability to get people to take a action that you want them to using written word. Whether that's going to be to fill out a form, to download an ebook, to buy a product, to book a call. It's using copy to convey and convince people that you are credible and trustworthy enough to perform a next step. It's going to be highly relevant in literally any business venture you go after. And personally for me, it's been my second favorite skill to develop, right behind outbound prospecting. Naturally, you can make money doing this for other people, whether you're copywriting emails or ads or websites, even writing offers. And obviously for yourself, it's going to be highly relevant for the same things. Now, I love reading books on copywriting, and I have 4 books I want to recommend. My favorite book is How to Write Copy That Sells by Ray Edwards. Thank you, Karen, for the recommendation. And then tied at second, all 3 of these would be Copywriting Secrets by Jim Edwards, Cashvertising by Drew Eric Whitman, and Ogilvy on Advertising by David Ogilvy. Again, these will all be linked below. And that is skill number 5. If you found today's video helpful, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you get notified as I'm uploading videos every week on how to grow your social media marketing agency. And if you do want one-on-one help to go ahead and learn these skills and apply them to your agency, you can book a call down below at growb2b.io to work with myself and my team to do so. I will see you in the next video.